Am I the asshole for taking my daughter's car back because my ex-wife was driving it? I, Greg, 48 years old, was married to Alice, 47, for 10 years. We have a 17-year-old daughter, April, who splits her time evenly between us, 50% with me and 50% with Alice and her new husband. Alice and I maintain a relatively amicable relationship. We mostly stay out of each other's way and see each other at school events, sports games, and the occasional awkward co-parenting moment. It works for the most part. Recently, April got a job at a bookstore in the mall, which meant she needed a way to get back and forth. I decided to get her a car to give her the freedom she needed, to drive to school, go to work, and go between our houses without having to depend on anyone. The car isn't anything special, just a four-door sedan with 80,000 miles that I bought from a friend who was about to trade it in. I paid for it entirely, and it's in my name, along with the insurance. Alice didn't contribute a single penny. Last week April mentioned offhand that she was exhausted from taking the bus every day that week. This confused me since she had a car, and I initially thought Alice had taken away her driving privileges for some reason. But it turns out that wasn't the case at all. Alice's car has been in the shop for repairs, so instead of renting a car or figuring out another solution, she's been driving April's car while April's stepdad has been shuttling her to and from work. Alice didn't even ask me or April for permission, she just decided that since it was parked at her house, she had full access. To make matters worse, Alice's car needs expensive repairs that will take at least a month, and she just assumed she'd keep driving April's car during the weeks when April is at her house. I drew the line when I found this out. I took the car back and told April she could use it whenever she was with me. I'm not paying for insurance on a car that my ex-wife has taken over without asking. Now Alice is furious, claiming I overreacted, but this isn't the first time she's made questionable decisions regarding parenting, money, and fairness. Alice borrowed April's college savings without asking. A few years ago, Alice was having financial trouble and dipped into April's college savings account to cover her bills, promising to pay it back. She never did. When I found out, I ended up replacing the money myself because Alice kept making excuses. Alice favors her new stepkids over April. Alice's new husband has 2 kids of his own, and Alice often prioritizes their needs over April's. Last Christmas, April got a small gift card while her step-siblings received high-ticket items like a new gaming system and expensive electronics. Alice's reasoning for this was that April would be getting gifts from me while her stepkids wouldn't, so she thought it came out fair. When April expressed feeling left out, Alice brushed it off as sharing the love. Alice has made April pay for her own food while at her house. Recently, Alice told April that since she has a job now, she's responsible for buying her own snacks and lunches. I didn't find this out until April asked me for extra money because she was running low from paying for her own meals. Meanwhile, Alice and her husband have no problem dining out or buying groceries for themselves and the stepkids. So, am I the asshole for taking the car back? I feel like this was the last straw, and I won't stand by while Alice uses something that was meant to give our daughter independence just because it's convenient for her.